our company, Griffin Media, has got 4 TV stations, 2 in Oklahoma City, 2 in Tulsa. It's got an outdoor division, it's got a radio division in Tulsa, and a digital division on the media side of things. And in Tulsa, we had a building that we was a 22,000 square foot International Harvester dealership housing a TV built in the 1930s. That was it was time to move. So 10 years ago, it's actually 10 years ago, I think, in 2 months, we moved into our new facility there in the Tulsa Tulsa Arts District, which is fantastic. And we love being downtown. We love being part of something bigger than ourselves. And it's a great building. We did it in working with George Kaiser and his group and building that out. But we knew we wanted to replicate that here in Oklahoma City, and they had an opportunity to purchase the Century Center, which we're renaming 100 West Main. Yeah. We figured the Century Center is kind of an old, dated name, and let's go through something cool. So we went online and looked around at cool buildings. They're all kind of named after the street, so it's 100 West Main. Yeah. And we were able to purchase it and then design it and really kind of create something unique, I think, in the country. Because this building houses our 220 Oklahoma City-based employees, corporate headquarters and media side and on investment side. But it also houses the Oklahoman. They have about 70 employees, and so they're right here. And then we've got Oklahoma Watch and Oklahoma Media Center. So those are the nonprofit journalists. So I think this is the first and only place in the country where you have for-profit and nonprofit journalists all in one kind of media hub. And it just happens to be in the heart of downtown, which I think is the most important corner of all of downtown, right here. Streetcars, we're in a conference room, streetcars running by. You've got the Myriad Gardens here. You've got Prairie Surf across the street, which someday maybe could be the new Paycom arena if that comes up. Yeah. So it's everybody, all of our employees are just ecstatic to be here. It's to hear the energy. When you and I were walking in, Bobby Miller, our 4 p.m. anchor, was handing out cookies to all our neighbors, which is that's how excited our team is about just being down here and being in part of Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and as great as the old, the old building is, out in, northeast Oklahoma City, kind of tucked away, you are in the thick of it now, aren't you?
We are in the thick of it, but that left a problem because we were in that building for 70 years, and it's a great building, but it's not a modern, contemporary workspace. And in today's world, when you're recruiting people and the way our company's evolved, you really need to have a modern workspace. So we've actually, it was announced last week that we're donating that building to Langston University, which is the furthest west historically black college. They have a journalism program, and we are connected to them through various people in the city, and we announced that we're donating that building, all of the broadcast equipment that we're not bringing here, which was most of the stuff we're doing here is brand new. So almost a fully functional television station to them. They're going to move their journalism department there, and it's actually drawn lots of national attention. Gail King from CBS got wind of it, and she's interested in doing a story, and there's a lot of nonprofit Inasmuch Foundation, where I'm a board member. They contributed significant amount of money to help them do a kind of a review of, okay, what are we going to do with this? They've hired the dean of the Cronkite School at Arizona State University, which is one of the top journalism schools in the nation, to come and help them. So, the goal here is for us to move downtown, which is fantastic. It's fantastic for our employees, for our advertisers, everybody, into a hub of journalists, which is great for newsmakers because it's a one-stop shop. And then to take our existing facility and turn it into a thriving, historically black college journalism program. I think it's you couldn't ask for a better win-win scenario in my mind. You couldn't paint a better picture than that. I'm just so glad it turned out that way.